Walking in a griddle wonderland. Welcome back, everybody. I'm super excited. One reason I'm excited is because Christmas is coming. Lots of people getting brand new griddles. I know our Black Friday griddles flew off the shelves this year, and we've got more exciting things coming. So one of the questions I get from new griddlers all the time is, can I griddle in the snow, or is it too cold to griddle? And today I'll try to answer some of those questions. Let's cook something simple and delicious today. We'll do a double cheeseburger, and I'll give you some tips and tricks. I have my Blackstone griddle on high. Now, one tip when you're cooking in the snow or the cold, obviously the more burners, the more BTUs, the more heat, probably the better, right? So if you have a 36-inch Pro Series griddle, you can produce a lot more heat in the winter than you theoretically can with a 17-inch one-burner griddle. So that's one thing. The second is, I highly recommend Blackstone wind guards. These came out way back in the day for the standard 36-inch griddle, okay? So they don't fit every griddle. You can see I'm using the 28-inch 3-burner range top here, but I'm able to put these on the side. Another thing that's important for the top of your griddle is a hood. So if you can get a Blackstone griddle with a hood, right, all the better. You can trap heat in there for melting cheese and doing stuff like that, or of course for keeping the elements, for keeping the snow, or in the summertime, the bugs and the yucky stuff off of your griddle top. Now, I showed you one of our beautiful Black Friday griddles earlier. You can see this has a hard cover, okay? That's another version. These are used for storage to protect your griddle top. Again, paramount in the wintertime is to protect those griddle tops, right? They're steel and you don't want to have moisture on there. And then the other piece of the puzzle would be a soft cover, one of the Blackstone vinyl covers to wrap it all up. So that's griddle top protection. Down with a little extra virgin olive oil. Wipe that into my griddle top. First time griddle users, your griddle top doesn't care what type of oil you use. So for me, I'm using lots of extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil. I've used canola oil in the past. We use coconut oil sometimes. If you have dietary restrictions, or if your doctor tells you you should use a certain type of oil, go ahead and use it. It'll work out just fine. Now these are some delicious ribeye burger patties. Oh my goodness, they were actually thawed, but they got semi-frozen as we were setting up for the video today. So these are literally a boneless ribeye ground up and crushed into a patty. You can pick these up at a lot of grocery stores, and lots of fun to cook. So today we're gonna use Blackstone's whiskey burger seasoning. Blackstone carries all kinds of delicious seasonings. You're also going to figure out what your thresholds are. So today, I've got a heater. Shout out to the folks at Mr. Heater for hooking me up with all these sweet heaters, and maybe you want to switch out your hat. So Blackstone beanie might be just the ticket on a cold day. Hey folks, I've been cooking outside for a long time, so I'll insert some clips right here of me cooking hot dogs in a literal blizzard, and I plan on doing it again this winter. Let's give those burgers a flip. These are going to be doubles, so I'll cheese these up. We'll put a piece of cheddar and a piece of Swiss down, alternating the patties. We'll scoot those patties over here out of the way. I've used a lot of sesame seed rolls over the years, and I've used lots of brioche rolls. Today I found the St. Pierre brioche sesame seed roll. And of course, new timers, one thing we like to do, I think Blackstone Betty was the first that ever did it. We put mayo down on the inside of the roll instead of butter. We have found that it just gives a killer toast. Oh yeah, check it out. Toasted to perfection on the Blackstone griddle. This was ice cold shredded lettuce. You can see it's getting a little cold out here. All right, so let's go in here and oh my goodness. I'll put a little bed of shredded iceberg lettuce on each heel. I think it's about that time. Let's go ahead and double up our patties. an ice cold Clausen pickle today. You can garnish those any way you want. We can go with mustard and ketchup and mustard on the other two. And that beautiful crown on top. Take a look at that. I think I'm gonna walk around my griddle wonderland because it's such a beautiful setting. You know, I have received that question so many times over the years. Is it safe to griddle in the winter? Is it safe to griddle when it's cold? It's entirely up to you. So if you don't mind getting out in the cold, it's that easy. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Just make sure you have something cold to wash it down with. So to recap, you want to protect your griddle top from the elements. A hood like I had today, or a hard cover, a soft cover to cover everything, or a combination of them all, but you get the point. You can use the wind guards. I use them on the side. If you're using a standard Blackstone griddle that doesn't have a hood, you can have them on all the sides as well. There's even Blackstone griddle models that have built-in wind guards. So if you have questions on which models those are, just call our customer service line. Other than that, it's the question of, hey, am I brave enough to get out in the elements and have fun on my griddle top? So hopefully that helps you out. Welcome to Griddle Nation, everybody. Check us out at blackstoneproducts.com. And until next time, this is Todd. I'm saying praise the Lord and pass the double prime rib cheeseburger. Frosty.